Soy Brenda Romaniello, tu profesora de español. Hello and welcome. My name is Brenda Romaniello and I'm your Spanish teacher. Today we're going to have a look at how to talk about the weather with your virtual assistant. In today's lesson, I'm going to show you some vocabulary that you can use to talk about the weather in Spanish. So we are going to have a look at some adjectives, some vocabulary that you can use, and then some extra vocabulary, some times of the day, so that you have what weather condition to talk about and then in what part of the day. Vamos a empezar. Let's start. So let's have a look at the first weather condition that we have here. We're going to say nevado, 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 lluvioso, 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 soleado, 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 nublado, 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 despejado, despejado, despejado. Nevado means snowy, lluvioso means rainy. Do you know how to say rain in Spanish? That's where this is coming from. Do you know how to say rain? Well, rain is lluvia, right? And if you want to say that it's raining, we're going to say está lloviendo. Está lloviendo significa it's raining, lluvia it means rain, and lluvioso is rainy. All these adjectives, we are going to use them in the masculino form because usually we're going to describe the weather, el clima, which is masculino, and el día, the day, which is also masculino. So that's why we're going to say nevado, lluvioso, soleado, nublado, despejado. So despejado, we use it, for example, when you want to say that it's clear skies, yes, or if it's blue skies, there are no clouds, then we are going to say despejado en español. And soleado, yes, the other one that we have here is from, do you know how to say the sun en español or sun? We're going to say sol, ¿verdad? Sol is sun, and then soleado is sunny. Okay, let's have a look at some times of the day in Spanish. We can say la mañana, repite, la mañana, la mañana, la tarde, la tarde, la tarde, la noche, la noche, la noche. Perfecto. Now let's have a look at a dialogue. We're going to put this in context in a conversation. So for example, we can have a person, yes, saying, ¿Cómo está el tiempo? ¿Cómo está el tiempo hoy? Today. ¿Cómo está el tiempo? What's the weather like today, or how's the weather, right? And let's have a look at some examples for these answers. We can say nevado en la mañana, lluvioso en la tarde. So that means snowy in the morning, rainy in the afternoon. Let's have a look at other examples. Nublado en la mañana, lluvioso en la tarde. See, now we're saying cloudy in the morning, rainy in the afternoon. Soleado en la mañana, nevado en la noche. So, sunny in the morning, snowy in the evening. See? Muy bien. So let's have a look at this structure. What is the structure that we're going to use to talk about these weather conditions and this time of the day en español? So we are going to first mention the weather condition, the adjective for the weather condition, and then we're going to say en the time of the day. Can you see the pattern here? The weather condition, yes, the adjective for the weather condition, en, in the time of the day. Let's have a look at that again. Nublado en la mañana, lluvioso en la tarde. Cloudy in the morning, rainy in the afternoon. Do you remember how to say snowy in Spanish? Nevado. Nevado. And do you remember how to say morning in Spanish? La mañana. La mañana. Do you remember how to say snowy in the morning? Nevado en la mañana. Nevado en la mañana. Do you remember how to say rainy in Spanish? Lluvioso. Lluvioso. Do you remember how to say the afternoon in Spanish? La tarde. La tarde. Do you remember how to say rainy in the afternoon in Spanish? Lluvioso en la tarde. Lluvioso en la tarde. Do you remember how to say snowy in the morning, rainy in the afternoon? Nevado en la mañana, lluvioso en la tarde. Nevado en la mañana, lluvioso en la tarde. Do you remember how to say evening in Spanish? La noche. La noche. Do you remember how to say sunny in Spanish? Soleado. Soleado. Do you remember how to say cloudy in Spanish? Nublado. Nublado. And do you remember how to say clear skies in Spanish? Despejado. Despejado. Muy bien. Very good. So that is the lesson for today. Thank you so much for watching today's lesson, and now you know how to talk about weather conditions and the weather in Spanish. I will see you next class. Adiós. Hasta pronto.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.